Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin. My name is Billy Milovanovic, aka Bildo.
My name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindalin.
And this is Wine Chats, our offensively funny podcast about drinking wine and chatting life.
Billy has a lot to say today. It's going to be a doozy.
No, it's going to be a wonderful episode full of love and care.
Okay, good.
Okay. What are we talking about today, Lenny?
Wow. Well, we're going to be talking about tantric sex. And this is a topic that I think you wanted to do it.
I've been banging on about tantric sex for years now because I mean I can see myself. It's such a cult kind of sex, isn't it?
I don't know what it is, but
it just seems like the kind of sex that people have in cults. And being a potential cult member myself, I feel like this is something that's very interesting to me. Plus, as we'll get into in a second, it's kind of like a meditative form of sex. Yeah. So this is an area of interest to me.
Yeah, not for me at all. But anyways, I'll talk about it.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Before that, I definitely need wine to talk about it.
Yes.
We have. Bear with me while I grab it.
Here we go.
El Desperado by the Pond Wine Co. So we've been featuring both of their labels. Ooh, that way. So this is our last bottle of El Desperado.
Yep.
Perfect bottle for today because in Brisbane it is like horrible. It's
horrible. A horrible day today.
That is a mixture of horrible and cold.
Okay, yes.
Right? Horrible. Cloudy, rainy, it's crap.
Yes.
So we are having their red blend. It's from Adelaide Hills. I believe it's a 2019. Yep, it's 2019. And it's a mixture of a Tempranillo, Sangiovese. I can never say that one.
A Sangiovese.
A
Tempranillo.
Yeah, I can say that one.
Well, you said the L. I mean,
you can.
This is true.
Billy, we've learned about that.
This is true. This was a fun fact once.
It was. Shiraz Montepulciano, which is my favorite. Anyways, it's just a good old... Do you want me to tell you what's in the back before, or do you want to try and guess? Because it does have kind of a cool, funny...
No, tell me read the back. Go on.
So, red berry flavor bomb. Cool. Okay. But this is neat. Cherry cola. Cool.
Cherry chica cola. No?
No need to sing.
No. Always a need to sing.
No. Jam preserves with toasty oak and spice.
Oh, damn.
Silky velvety tannins. I think this is going to be perfect. Like, this sounds my jam.
100%. Your jam?
My jam, yeah. Jam preserves.
In my wine.
In my wine. Red blend.
Wonderful.
All the rage apparently in the US. That's not my fun fact, but anyways.
I was going to say, I didn't know that. I was like, did you just give you a fun fact away?
No.
Because, red blends aren't really a very popular thing in Australia. Like, do you often... I haven't seen a lot of red blends, so I'll be interested to try this one.
Yeah, look, I don't know if they're not popular here,
right,
but they're definitely, amongst my research, definitely quite popular in the States.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
No, my fun fact is, people... red wine grapes can be made into white wine.
What? Wait, do you just peel the skin?
Well, yeah, and I know people that know wine are probably like rolling their eyes at us.
Like, who are these women?
Yeah, and yes, we've been doing this for 2 years now, but we still do not know everything there is to know.
That is actually fascinating. I would never have guessed.
So, because the color comes from the grape skins and not the juice, it's possible to make white wine out of red grapes.
Stop it.
The wine is made like white wine without contact of the grape skins.
Yeah, yeah. Because I guess once you peel it,
it's just the flesh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, well, that's
who knew?
Very cool, isn't it? Thank you for that.
I
actually really fun fact.
I was like, oh my God, that's actually interesting.
It totally is.
All right,
let's do this
first.
Yeah. Oh, do me. Oh. Do me, Linny.
Okay.
But slowly and peacefully. Okay, wait for it.
Tantric sex, jeez.
I know. And whilst Lenny is pouring us this wonderful looking wine, just a quick reminder that you can join us on Instagram to record these live episodes. We keep changing the time. Sometimes it's at 10:30, sometimes it's at midday.
Yeah, we really need to get our shit together.
Just check our socials, people. Okay, it's on Thursdays. Here we go. Wait for it.
Thursdays. Yeah. No, it's not centered, Billy.
I'm coming.
Better.
It's good. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yeah,
now,
it's nice and light looking.
It is a nice light looking one. Considering all the wines that were in there, it's kind of see-through-ish.
It looks like a Pinot Noir to me. Like
it
that
does,
kind of color.
yes. Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. All Right.
Oh, a swirly swirl. Put your schnoz. Yeah, Billy likes sticking her schnoz in there.
The schnoz is in there. Smells good.
Oh, I actually did smell the cherry cola because it's in my head.
Oh, that's really nice.
Is it nice?
Yes. Wait. I don't get the cherry cola in the sniff.
I don't get it in the taste, but you know how I always say when I do that afterwards?
Yeah.
This is
a really nice wine.
quite, this sounds really dumb, but really flavorful. Flavorsome. Like I get a whole lot of something going on in my mouth. Do you get that?
Yeah. No, I'm not getting like the crazy aromas in the mouth that you seem to be getting.
I don't know. It's weird.
But it's really nice. Like it's light on the tongue. It kind of tastes the way it looks. Like it's not as like a strong, like it doesn't like punch me in the face.
No, definitely not.
It's quite like a nice, light, dainty one, but you can take like it also has like a real body to it. Is that?
I mean, whatever you think, Billy.
Yeah, it just kind of feels like a light wine to begin with, but then you're right, actually. There's like a lot of...
There's a whole lot of stuff going on in my mouth afterwards. I don't know how to explain it. I know that sounds really
I don't know how to
corny.
explain it. Yeah.
Super yummy wine to drink. Like easy.
So easy
to
drink.
drink. Yeah, I'm a bit baffled by it. Like I love it, but it's like...
I agree.
I feel like it's raping my mouth. Like it's like the flavor is just...
Making sweet love to it?
Kind of. Yeah. I don't know if that sweet love goes with raping, but anyways.
Wow.
That went weird.
No, that took a weird turn. Where to from here?
Let's read about tantric sex.
Now that Lindy's mouth has been adequately raped by this red blend.
Okay.
What do you want to start with?
I'm going to explain to people, just read a blurb about what tantric sex is.
Okay.
Because you know what, like me, I didn't really know. Like,
no, nobody really does.
And I know I've mentioned this before on the podcast. My whole mindset towards tantric sex takes me back to...
Oh, yes. Tell the story again.
A lifetime ago, but when I was still in Canada working, I'm not going to say where, there was a couple that I worked with her, but I'm not even going to say that. I just knew them. And they were into tantric sex. And now I'm not being judgy, but when
She's being judgy.
I am being judgy.
You can't say I'm not being judgy and then be judgy.
I know I'm being judgy. When I pictured them having sex, it wasn't a good picture in my head. They just weren't like physically what I would want to picture two people having sex looking like.
Okay.
I know that sounds really mean.
They just weren't your type.
Not my type.
Okay.
No. So whenever I think of tantric sex, I think of them being naked doing
whatever it is that people do when they have tantric sex. So thank you for starting us off with that.
Right. Okay.
Lenny, tell us.
What is tantric sex?
Good question.
Right. Tantric sex is a sexual practice that's part of the ancient spiritual path known as Tantra. Okay. Great. I'm not going to read everything because it's boring. It refers to weaving together or uniting the masculine and feminine forces. And now I should say tantric sex can be performed. It doesn't matter if you're boy, girl, boy, like totally. That doesn't matter. So it's, the masculine and feminine forces within all of us, heaven and earth, the human body with the transcendent collapsing the polarities. What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't think you're selling tantric sex very well.
Do you know what I have to say?
I think you're killing it.
When I was doing my research on this, the whole time my eyes were rolling in my head and I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? I just can't take it seriously. I just think it's a joke. It's not my jam.
On that note, we would like to just say hello to the Porn Wine Co. who have joined us live on Instagram because we are drinking I'm going to say this wrong, the El Desperado red blend.
Yeah.
Delicious. Actually really good.
We were baffled by it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It is so many flavors in our mouth. It's crazy.
So cheers to you and welcome to this wonderful episode where Lenny's not selling tantric sex the way it should be sold.
Ew, should it be sold though?
Shouldn't it be sold?
Okay. So Billy said, like, obviously, for us to talk about it, we have to try it. We have to try it. You go first.
Listen, I think, well, first of all, I'm going to try and sell it a little bit better and explain to people because the thing is, tantric sex, you need to be like wanting to do it, because it really is quite the spiritual practice. Basically what Lenny says, it's, you know, blah, blah, blah. You said where it came from, whatever.
Yeah.
My little Google search said tantric sex is a slow meditative form of sex where the end goal is not orgasm, but enjoying the sexual journey and sensations of the body. It aims to move sexual energy throughout the body for healing, transformation, and enlightenment.
Look, that is much better than what I read.
Right. I don't know what,
I just Googled and the first thing came up and I stuck with that.
And I guess what I really want to highlight is that this shit is impossible for like day in, day out kind of sex. You can't just, it's not the kind of sex where you go, I'm going to have tantric sex tonight. Like, babe, are you up for a bit of meditative sex? It's something that I think has to be really put in practice. And this is why people say like you can orgasm for hours on tantric sex, all that sort of stuff, right? Because it's not much like meditation. It's not something that just happens. You have to practice, and it has to be part of your sexual experience together or by yourself, which is one of the fun little facts we have, I'm sure, somewhere down the track.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy thing to do. And I guess maybe today's episode is going to be about how normal people can try and experience tantric sex, because it's impossible. You can't. Unless you are retired living on a fucking farm somewhere, you're not going to be able to have tantric sex all the time. You're just not. It's impossible. Anyway.
Maybe people stay up till 11. We go to bed early.
We do go to bed early, but I think it needs to be, okay, this is why, okay? Knowing one's body. So the thing is you are encouraged to discover your own body, okay? That means, you know, being in tune with them by understanding the desire of one's own body. One can incorporate this during sex with a partner. This may lead to greater sexual fulfillment and more intense orgasms. So first of all, what it's suggesting is you got to do you. You got to be really like know your own body, and, you know, even like masturbating, like knowing your own partner's body. So you really have to spend that time to like be with yourself and be with your partner. Do the, you know, heart to heart, like, you know, you put your hand on your partner's heart and they put their hand on yours, and then you breathe together and you look at each other's eyes. And again, those things are all beautiful and cute, but honestly, normal people don't have, like, are not going to have that kind of sex.
No.
Once the kids go to sleep. Like, it's just not. So it's the kind of sex that I think you need to work up to when you're in retirement. But I
don't agree with that.
I gave it my best shot.
I don't agree with that part.
I can't see it. I can't see this being like an everyday kind of practice for
no,
people.
not every day. But I think there would be young people that
I would love to hear from these
often.
young people who are partaking in this. Because it would just be interesting to see how they go about it. Yeah. Maybe, again, young people in cults. I see you. Okay, so what do you do? How to prepare? Set time aside, okay? Because tantric sex is about moving slowly and being in the moment. Most of the time, people are just like, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, I want to go to sleep.
But tantric sex is very much like, you know, and you prepare the mind, you focus on the moment, that kind of thing. You find a good place, obviously, if you're, you know, kitchen, bedroom, whatever, however you want to do this.
Light a candle.
Building the moment with oneself. So you have to practice mindfulness. This is the thing. Again, you can't just like step into tantric sex and be like, sweet, let's do it. It's not that kind of thing. You know, it just isn't. Explore the body and masturbate. Person may wish to engage in tantric sex love. So the goal isn't to orgasm. Instead, it's just to basically feel connected to yourself.
Okay.
I don't know.
And to your partner.
Well, this is when you're by yourself. When you're building up to it.
Right. Sorry, I missed that part.
That's okay.
Okay.
So how do you do it with a partner? Building the moment with your partner. Adopt a hand on heart position. You know, so you can do the whole, hand yourselves. Do not go linear. Sorry, I'll try that again. Do not go linear.
Why? At all, or at the beginning?
I don't know. Normally, sexual activities might follow a script of foreplay, intercourse, and orgasm. However, tantric sex is about experimenting, so it's best to stay open to whatever feels good in the moment. So I think they say, like, don't lie down because then you'll just end up doing the same thing you always do.
Right. But you can end up lying down because there's a lot of tantric sex positions, because I Googled.
Good for you, Lenny.
That are lying down, and they've got weird-ass names. I'm reading them. Anyways.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah, go.
Make eye contact and take it slow. Okay, so just go easy. So I've been talking to my husband about it for a while because we've been wanting to do this topic for a while now. I've been, you know, I said to him once, like, would you try tantric sex with me? And he like kind of like laughed and was like, duh, of course I do. And I'm like, why is that enticing to you? And he says something like, are you saying to me that you want to like do some stuff together that will end in sex? Like, yeah, of course I want to do it. And I'm like, I don't think you know what you're getting yourself into, but here we are anyway.
That was Cameron's response as well.
Yeah.
What guy is going
to say no?
Yeah. Or what partner isn't going to be like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Like,
well, the kind of partner that finds it awkward to, it's still kind of awkward, isn't it? To like stand there and look at each other's eyes and make eye contact, even though we've been together for so long and you guys as well.
Yeah.
How bizarre is it to be, I mean, is it vulnerable? I don't know what the word is to say that it's not, I just feel awkward like being there like, oh, hi, honey. Like looking in his eyes.
Okay, I want to hear. Billy and I haven't shared our stories.
No.
Like, I don't know how she went. Okay,
so this past weekend, my husband and I went away for our anniversary. We went to some farm stay. He organized the whole thing, and it was just beautiful. It was magical and spectacular. So this was kind of our time. We had kid-free time in this beautiful, isolated place to really try these things.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was beautiful. It was actually really nice. Day one, we'll do another episode to tell us about the other days. But
I nearly spat my wine out because I do know. But anyway,
listen, we've got more stories to tell. Point being, I'm a professional. I'm going to keep this to tantric sex, and let's just talk about that portion.
The husband another day.
Another day.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Anyway.
Okay, so
essentially what I've been trying to do, because it's not something you just step into and like do it. For probably the last couple of months, I've been leading into just trying to not be the 1 minute woman, like where typically sex is like, let's get in there. Let's, obviously you do what you do and then you come and you're done. I've been trying to not come as quickly as I normally do. So not that I come like super quick. People please, I've, seasoned. But sometimes I just want to get it out of the way. But now I've been really trying to like breathe in it and be in it. And once I feel like an orgasm coming, we would stop and ease back. And then like, again, be really like, I guess like during sex, it's more about even just being touchy-feely and like taking the breaks and really breathing through it so that I don't just go like, like actually just like trying to take the deep breaths, which is one of the things that they say when you're starting to near an orgasm, deep breaths. And on like dragging it out, it was actually really nice. And it went on for hours and hours because it does.
So no, you can't be so vague. So how long?
Again, this is what we're going to have to do that other episodes because I'm not feeling very lovey-dovey towards my husband right
she's
now.
not.
So,
but
go on.
So, okay. How long did you and Henry have tantric sex?
I would say it was an all-day build-up. So as in a lot more touching, a lot more fondling, a lot more stuff. Because that's what it is.
Yes,
no, because
I know, but
then you're actually building up to the moment is the thing.
Okay, no. But when you guys finally got into your secret space, how long was this sexual act for?
Probably about an hour.
Okay.
So it's not huge. Like obviously tantric sex tends to go on for hours and hours. But I guess like with, again, like the daily build up then plus actually getting into it, I don't think we did as much like breathing as we could have because I'm like into meditation and that kind of thing, whereas Henry's not really. So it wasn't the kind like this was kind of like your everyday people tantric sex experience where it was really about like.
Mine is about the everyday. You actually meditate. So you're a bit mindful.
And I was trying really hard to like feel what I was reading in Google, like feel connected to him and really like take that time to be with him and like look in his eyes and do all that like during the day because it was like a whole experience in itself just to be that close to your partner where you feel like once you get to the sexual part, like you're one, like you want to be in it and you are very like connected in that sense rather than just being like, oh cool, we spent the day together, let's go lie down and do it. It's actually really, really nice. It was a really beautiful day. Saturday was a different story.
That's great, Billy. I'm really happy for you. I just can't get
Thank
into
you,
it.
Lenny.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to roll my eyes and laugh and make funny faces because it's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful. This is my sex life. Please be nice.
For the one day. No, because, like everybody, whatever floats your boat. I'm not judgmental. So, I mean, I am.
I literally almost spat my mind out.
I am, but I'm not. And you know what I mean? That's totally, you know what I mean. Do people know what I mean? Okay, yeah.
Do people know what she means? Again, she's a professional. She's trying to keep it together.
No, like in the sense of I don't care who you love or what you love or what makes you get off. For me, I'm being judgmental. For me, it is not my jam.
But it's because, and this is what I was trying to say before.
Yeah.
I don't think it's easy for that to happen. First of all, you need that time where you are actually, first of all, you got to want to do it. So you got to want to actually be like, okay, I'm going to try this in this way. So I'm going to try and have sex in this way.
Yeah. No.
You know, you can't just step into it. It's got to be a lead in and a build up and an active, like letting your mind. You can't do that when you've got kids and everything.
Hush child.
You can't. It's too impossible.
And know what you mean, right?
It's can't. It's impossible.
Yeah. Wait, is that towards Billy or me? But I was open to it. I was waiting for the right moment. So obviously I had talked to what?
I was going to say, what do you mean by you were open? Like, as in you were open?
I was open to like giving it a go.
And what does that mean to you? Like,
if you let me talk.
In what way?
Oh my God, Billy. Turn her mic off, somebody. Patrick?
That's me.
Patrick's
Patrick,
our...
God, we haven't spoken about Patrick in a long time.
Patrick's our imaginary tech guy.
Virtual assistant.
No, I was open because when we talked about this topic, we're like, well, look, to give it a fair go, like we should both give it a go.
Yep.
So that's me being open because... it is not, I would normally never be like, yeah, babe, let's try tantric sex. So I Googled about it. I was like, okay, this is what we got to do. Chatted to Cameron. Obviously, again, Cameron's like, yes, wait, of course I'll give it a go. I get to have sex with you. But like I said, when I was trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm rolling my eyes the whole time. I'm not into meditation. I just can't do it. It's not my thing at all. Please, somebody's calling me.
Do you mind?
Busy. That could be the scam. Have you heard about the scam lately?
I have heard about the scam.
Yeah, because it comes up like that. Oh, my parcel's been
hijacked.
Yeah. Anywho, so Sunday night, the kids are in bed. You know, we've got the time.
Yes.
And the space. And both Cameron and I were like just giggling. We're like, well, he wasn't giggling.
Which is cute.
Cute.
It's a good start.
We're just like, oh God. And we're laying on the bed. And we're like, are we really going to do this? So he's like, well, what do I have to do? So I was telling him, you know, stare into each other's eyes.
Oh, Lenny, I think you would have said it in such a funny way as well. Oh, you would not have been saying that in a...
No, I'm like, okay, babe. So we're supposed to stare into each other's eyes. And then we're supposed to touch our heart center. And then you touch your partner's heart center. Look, I did my research. I knew what I was supposed to do. But it was a fucking joke. Like we stared in each other's eyes for about 2 seconds, and then I'm like, okay, tick, next step. Like touch each other's heart. Yep. Okay, tick, next step. It was not tantric sex. It did not last for an hour. I have to say it was good sex. We did it wasn't the whole let's lay down, I put my legs up in the air and he does his thing.
That's not tantric sex.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But no, I'm saying it wasn't our normal.
Oh, right. Oh, that's what you normally do.
Anyways, moving on. So, it was nice.
Tell me more.
You're gonna make me go red. I didn't really realize. Anyways, moving on. Just gonna have a sip of my wine.
Yeah, go on.
So it was good sex, but it was definitely not tantric sex, and it was definitely not an hour. It's not my thing. I'm not going to try it again.
I'm not surprised.
Right, exactly. And we knew how this was going to go.
Totally.
Like,
none of this.
When we talked about this, you knew it was going to
not go that way.
Be my thing.
Totally. Like I said, I don't think it's such a practice that people do in a cult. Either that or Sting. Sting talks about tantric sex all the time. You can see, and again, like because maybe he's a bit older, you know, and they've got like the time and the energy and the whatever.
But do old people have the energy for that? I don't agree with that, Billy.
Because the energy to do maybe not energy is the right word, because obviously it's something that you just do slowly and meditatively. I think that like lots of people our age with young families aren't going to fucking want to do that because they can't be bothered. Like they just want to just bang, not get out of the way. That's a wrong thing to say because we love our husbands and we want to be connected to them. But a lot of the times when when you've got young kids, you don't have time for, like I've connected with you twice, okay, back in, 2016 and 2018. And now I'm looking after that connection, okay, every day. It's the kids.
Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Okay, I'm connected to keeping your kids alive. So it's really hard to like want to do that. And that's what I'm saying, like that build up that we took over that I took over the last couple of months, because frankly, men could probably have sex on and on and on and on and for hours and hours and hours. They don't need that meditative state to be able to last for that long. right? Like, generally speaking, I reckon if we were up for having sex for hours on end, they'd be up for it too. So it's really, to me, it was like about me getting that right mindset to be like, you know what, I'm going to be in this and I'm going to be connected and I'm going to enjoy it and I'll be in the moment. That's the thing that I think I had to work on.
Perfect timing, because I'm about to give you some myths about tantric sex.
Let's do the myths.
So, you have to be an athlete. No, Billy, you don't. You do not need to be an athlete. Oh, I thought that. No.
You don't have to be an athlete. You have to be a meditative being.
No, you don't.
Oh.
That's a myth, Billy.
Another myth.
And do you know what? I was going to say something about that when you were going on about it, but I was like, no, I'll let her say her thing. It's all about being spiritual. So these are myths, remember.
Oh, right.
No, you don't have to be a mindful spiritual person.
Okay.
There you go, Billy.
Well, I mean, why not? Do you mean just like regular people? I mean, obviously regular people can do it, but I just think it's easier if you're mindful.
I think it probably would be easier because, yeah, for sure.
Of course.
It's only about sex. No, we know that. It's all about
connection.
It takes forever to learn. That's a myth. Again, Billy, you don't have to be doing it forever.
I just don't. Okay, I think that's a myth.
You think the myth is a myth?
I think the myth is a myth. Because you literally, people, you can't just read about it on the internet and then, I mean, look, you can read about it on the internet and go and do it with your partner if you're both on board. Sure, actually. That's true.
It says, sure, you can spend your life studying tantric sex, but you can also just go to one long workshop and pick up enough tools to improve your sex life. So yes, you can't just read it like I did
because otherwise you'll giggle
during my morning coffee. Oh, I would have giggled anyways. If I even went to, could you imagine me taking a weekend to learn this? No. Even a workshop, I would have.
I'd kick you out of my workshop, honestly.
Oh, totally. I would have been so rude. It will make you obsessed with sex.
Oh,
no.
Not many things could do that to me, to be honest.
Anyways, those are just some 5 little myths, Billy.
Well, thank you for that, Lindalin. And let's take it over now to the Instagram poll that we did. Because obviously, we do our little Instagram stories, whatever. Uh-huh. And ask the people some questions. So do you really know what tantric sex is? That was one of our questions. And it was 100% votes for no clue.
I was with you, people.
Right. Have you ever tried tantric sex? 100% votes for lol, no.
Oh, see? Everybody's in my boat, Billy. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Did you know that you don't need a partner for tantric sex? Yet another overwhelming 100% goes to no.
Crazy.
And what do you know about tantric sex? Literally nobody wrote back to that, except for a call out that somebody should. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So literally nobody knows anything about tantric sex. I think we're not in the right age group. Those people that you always think back when you think about tantric sex, were they like a young couple or were they like an older couple?
No, they were young.
They were young?
They were young.
I always envisioned them to be quite like...
No.
40s, 50s. I don't know why.
No. They were young. I mean, they weren't 20s.
I mean, maybe that's a myth that only old people are into it. Because the only people I know who does tantric is Sting and this old couple that you've been talking about for years that turns out to be a really young couple.
Yeah, they were young at the time. I think Sting's into it because I think it was like quite popular way back then.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bit of a flower power kind of guy.
Yeah. Another myth I read is that it's, at orgies quite a bit. It's practiced at orgies a lot.
You would want to practice it in an orgy because imagine me. I would come into an orgy, right? Mm-hmm. I'd be there for about half an hour. I'd get off and then I'd leave because what's the fucking point? You want to be horny at an orgy. You don't want to be standing around drinking while everybody's doing their thing. That would just gross me out after I come.
Well, yeah, you'd like.
Yeah, so you'd want to be there for hours and actually enjoy.
Yeah, look, I've never been to an orgy. I don't know, but I would assume.
Yes. Yeah, but you'd want to stay for longer than half an hour.
Maybe not. Maybe they just want to have their cigarette and go. I don't know. Who knows?
I read a meme the other day. It was like, how annoyed would you be if you just, if a girl invited you over for coffee, got onto you, had sex with you, fell asleep naked on top of you, and you're still sitting there wondering, where's my coffee?
What?
I don't know.
That seemed appropriate. I don't even understand that. Okay.
No? What do you mean? Somebody invites you over for a coffee because you know how that's normally like a come over for a coffee, but it's
like on a
sex
date or like a girlfriend, like a friend?
Oh, we'll have to like a date.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I was thinking of it as like friends.
Oh, and right. I'm like, what? Yeah, you had to see the meme for it. Anyway.
Okay.
Sorry. Moving on.
Okay.
Rappity-rap.
What have we learned?
We have learned that
you have to be old to enjoy tantric sex.
You have to be old to enjoy tantric sex. That apparently you're not supposed to be a spiritual. Well, you don't have to be a spiritual person, but really, I think that's the myth. And that Linny is as
I can't do it.
judgy as she seems. So
Yeah, 100% towards it. Judgy for me, not judgy for others that want to partake.
but if you are into meditation and it, you know, if that's your jam, you should totally look into it. And if you want to be more connected to your partner, it's a beautiful thing to try. So give it a crack.
I connect with Cameron every night on the couch when we're eating
Honestly, if you feel that way, I'm totally down. You do
chocolate, watching TV.
whatever you want. I mean, I definitely wouldn't like if you're have like a divorce proceedings going on. I definitely wouldn't like suggest tantric sex, but I just think like to feel connected,
I'm like, what?
like to your everyday partner.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing to try. Give it a crack.
maybe those having issues should try though.
Yeah.
Might
Yeah,
bring
well,
them back
that's
together.
it. Totally. Oh, in all honesty, like I don't know how, again, as a woman, like I don't know how much you'd want to be like, you know what, maybe if I stare into his eyes for a while and breathe with his heart,
Yeah,
that'll
Instead
solve
they'd
our
wanna,
problems.
like,
But listen,
damn
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
We've done it, Billy. Ticked it off the list.
Ticked it off the list. Well, yeah, that's right, because now we don't have to keep trying tantric sex.
Keep. I only did it once. Were we supposed to do it more than once and try it more than once?
Well, I kind of feel, again, like it's something that it's a practice. I think tantric sex is a spiritual practice, people.
Let's wrap.
Okay. Anyway, good day. Bye.
Good day. Wow.
You know
No,
where to
Billy,
find us?
you're supposed to do the socials.
You
God's
can find
sakes.
us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter.
LinkedIn, Twitter. Google us, people. Google us. Wine Chats Podcast.
Our website.
Our website, winechatspodcast.com, which we will have an exciting announcement about soon.
Oh.
Well, because we've been doing some work, people. We've been working hard and prettying ourselves. So keep an eye out on our socials, and also remember to join us live on Thursdays. Check our socials for the exact time, because we chop and change.
All right. On that note, chat
Just
soon,
wrap it up,
Bill.
Lenny. Wrap it up.
Chat soon. I'm trying to, but you're not shutting that
Just
mouth.
wrap. Just stop it.
Okay.
Just enough.
I did. I said chat soon. Okay. So bye, guys. We'll chat to you next week. Okay.
Bye.
Go push the button, Bill.
You push that button.
Oh, she's so bossy.